guys, and welcome to my first ever Q&A. I'd like to thank everyone who sent in their questions. I'm going to do my hardest to try and answer all of them. I apologise if I have not answered yours, and I also apologise in advance if I do not pronounce your name correctly. So then, without further ado, Aunt Elsie, how and why did you get into diving? When I was younger, when I was 7 years old, I was learning to swim, and my older brother used to dive, and I always used to watch him dive when I finished swimming. And ever since then, I did a summer camp. Ever since then, I haven't really stopped. So that is how I got into diving. Second question, Robert Hedges, who is your idol? I don't really have an idol, but however, I do look up to Tom Daley. You know, he's such an inspirational person. He's a really nice guy, and he's done so much for the sport, diving, and he's one of the most hardworking athletes I've ever met. Jeffrey Talk, do you have any rituals before you go to do your dive? I don't really have any rituals set in stone. However, I do listen to music during my competitions whilst I'm waiting for my dive, just to kind of relax me and just get me in the zone. Jess Palmer, how many hours a week do you train? Well, I train minimum 22 to around 25 hours a week, depending on what time of year it is, and if I'm at a competition. And I only have 1 day off a week. Christopher Jeffries, hi mate, I see you enjoy cooking, so my question is, what is your speciality dish? Well, I'd say my speciality dish has just got to be a good old steak. You know, you just slap it on, you turn it over once and it's pretty much ready. I like my steak medium rare, so it only takes a few minutes. So that is my speciality dish, good old steak. Danny Swift, what are the 5 items that you can't live without? Probably my iPhone is definitely one of them. My Bose headphones, my Vauxhall Adam, my cat Rio, and number 5, my MacBook. Bailey Contour, what has been the most memorable competition that you've ever competed in? Well, taking back to 4 years ago in 2012, I did my first ever Junior European Championships, and I kind of just remember everything about that competition. And my coach at the time, Jenny Lehman, helped me get my first ever gold medal at that competition, and I owe a lot to Jenny Lehman. Also, Baku, the first ever European Games. It was a special one for me because I got a gold medal, and plus it was the first ever one in history. Joe Wyan, which is your favourite dive to do and why? I'd say my inward 3.5 due to it because it's my most consistent dive and it just feels really good when you nail it. And I'd also say reverse 3.5 because that's my last dive in my list, and sometimes it didn't go too well, but sometimes when it goes really well, because it's the last dive in your list, it just makes you feel so happy about that competition, because there's nothing worse than ending on a bad one, is there? Raimundo Castro Lazo, what do you feel when you dive? I always wondered. I practice archery and I'm pretty sure it feels nothing similar to diving. I probably agree with that. I don't know, it's weird, you can't really explain, like a human body is not really meant to jump off a 10-metre board, do up to 4.5 somersaults and land in water. I do feel like I'm flying, you're only in the air for 2 seconds and it is literally like that. But actually when you do it, it's like almost like in slow motion, it's crazy. I can't really describe it, to be honest. Georgie Miller, if you had to take up another sport professionally, what would it be and why? I do love doing racket sports. When I was young, I used to learn to play tennis at summer camps. I also used to play table tennis at my high school, Carl Manor, every lunchtime and break time. So I'd say probably table tennis. Cedric Klaus, apart from diving, do you prefer golf or cooking? I don't know. I've taken up golf recently. Don't really know why, but I do really enjoy it. I'm not great at it. I do need some lessons. But it's just good fun. It's good. It's a good release of stress because you got the outdoors and it's usually quite quiet on a golf course. You're not meant to be loud. So I'd say golf. Chloe Jordan, hey, what are you most looking forward to in the future? I'd say definitely the Olympics in 2020. I narrowly missed out on Rio 2016. So I'm going to work so hard to get to Tokyo, and I am not going to stop. I'm not going to let anything get in my way. And also, further in the future, along the line. You know, settling down with a family, you know, some kids, a wife, a dog, and a house. Yeah, I'm like really looking forward to that in the future. But yeah, that is all the questions for today's Q&A. I hope you've enjoyed it. Very sorry if I did not answer your question. However, if you'd like me to do more of these sort of videos, just comment below telling me what what videos you want me to do, and you know, hopefully one day I will probably do them. So yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you later.